Morning, dear students. Welcome to the School of Mathematics. I am Aman Sodi and I am a professional maths teacher. I've been taking maths for classes 6 to 10 for about 12 years now. Our topic for today is Introduction to Mensuration. Mensuration सुनते ही जो हमारे माइंड में पहला वर्ड आता है वो है मेजरमेंट, किसी चीज़ को मापना, किसी चीज़ को मेजर करना. मैथमेटिकल टर्मिनोलॉजी में हम उसे mensuration बोलते हैं. So it is a very important topic which is chapter 11 in NCERT Maths book of class 8. Today we are going to discuss this topic of mensuration. Since your exams are approaching and it is very important that you focus on all the important topics. Along with the hard work, you are supposed to do the smart work also. When I say smart work, that means you need to focus not only on the important topics, you need to present your answer also in such a way that you get full marks in a question. आपका आंसर जितना इम्पॉर्टेंट है उतना ही आपका वे ऑफ प्रेजेंटेशन भी इम्पॉर्टेंट है. सो वाई यू शुड वॉच माई वीडियोज इज बिकॉज इन माई वीडियोज along with the chapter wise solution of each question, I am also going to tell you the important questions from examination point of view, and also I am going to tell you a strategy to present your answer in a step by step manner. जब आप अपना आंसर अच्छे से प्रेजेंट करते हैं और आपका आंसर ठीक है, then it is increases your chance of getting full marks in the exam. So I wish you a very good luck and I hope you keep watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have also provided my WhatsApp number for you. In case you want to know more about online maths tutoring batches, you can drop a WhatsApp message on the given number. So let's start with the topic for today. Now, the first thing that comes to our mind while talking about mensuration is perimeter. पेरीमीटर और एरिया के बारे में आपने क्लास 7 में भी पढ़ा है, जिसमें आपको लेंथ और ब्रेड्थ गिवन है या किसी स्क्वायर की साइड गिवन है एंड यू आर सपोज टू फाइंड इट्स पेरीमीटर और यू आर सपोज टू फाइंड इट्स एरिया. Coming to class 8 mensuration, the whole scenario of mensuration changes. Reason being, in this class you will be presented with the word problems based on mensuration. You will not be asked the direct questions जिसमें आपको लेंथ ब्रेड्थ गिवन है और आपको एरिया या पेरीमीटर निकालना है. The questions will be based on either tiling the floor or painting a wall or putting a fence around a garden, or the questions of such kinds will be asked and you have to present your answer step by step in the problem in the form of the statements. Okay, so as you can see there is a figure here and the starting point of this figure is point A. So let us understand what is the meaning of perimeter. When you start from point A and you move to point B, from point B you move to point C, from point C you are going to point D, and from point D you are coming back to point A. इसमें कवर करने में हमें जितना भी पाथ हमने कवर किया है या जो भी हमने बाउंड्री इसके कवर की है उसको हम मैथमेटिकल टर्म्स में बोलते हैं पेरीमीटर. पेरीमीटर किसी भी शेप का हो सकता है. इट कैन बी अ रैंडम शेप, इट कैन बी अ मैथमेटिकल डायग्राम, इट कैन बी अ ज्योमेट्रिकल फिगर. कोई भी शेप या कोई भी रियल लाइफ में भी हम बहुत सारी एग्जांपल्स देखते हैं. जैसे हमने किसी गार्डन के आसपास फेंस लगानी है. फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिस फोटो ऑल्सो यू कैन सी दैट देयर इज़ अ गार्डन जिसके आसपास हमने एक बैम्बू की फेंस लगाई है. तो इस फेंस की लेंथ कितनी होगी वो फाइंड आउट करने के लिए हमें इसका पेरीमीटर फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा. नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक विच इज़ एरिया. एरिया का मतलब है, जैसे हम फर्स्ट फिगर देख सकते हैं, इट इज़ अ द ब्लू पार्ट हियर रिप्रेजेंट्स द एरिया ऑफ द शेप. सिमिलरली हमें गार्डन वाले बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं कि अगर हमें किसी गार्डन में ग्रास लगानी है तो कितना एरिया हम स्पैन करेंगे या कितना एरिया की रिक्वायरमेंट है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन वेदर द शेप ऑफ द गार्डन इज स्क्वायर और इट इज़ अ रेक्टेंगल. उसकी डायमेंशंस जब आपको दी होती हैं देन द क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड टू फाइंड द एरिया ऑफ द garden. Sometimes it is also asked to find the cost of growing the grass when the cost per meter square is given to you. So when in my next video I do the questions for exercise 11.1, I will cover step by step methods. I will explain all the methods and I will also tell you how to present your answer. नाउ एरिया के और भी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. जैसे हमें कोई वॉल पेंट करनी है तो उसके लिए पूरी वॉल को पेंट करने के लिए क्या कॉस्ट लगेगी, कितना एरिया कवर होगा. सो ये सारे क्वेश्चंस भी मैं अपनी नेक्स्ट वीडियो में सॉल्व करूंगी जिसमें हम एक्सरसाइज बेस्ड सारे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे और उसमें मैं आपको एक प्रैक्टिस वर्कशीट भी दूंगी जिसको सॉल्व करके आप में कोई भी डाउट्स हैं तो आप मुझे क्वेरीज अपनी पूछ सकते हैं. अब हम आते हैं ज्योमेट्रिकल शेप्स की तरफ. इस वीडियो में इंट्रोडक्शन टू मेंसुरेशन के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आपको सारे फॉर्मूला पेरीमीटर और एरिया के डिफरेंट ज्योमेट्रिकल शेप्स के याद हों, बिकॉज यही सारे फॉर्मूला हम वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स में इम्प्लीमेंट करने वाले हैं. तो द फर्स्ट शेप दैट वी हैव फॉर टुडे इज़ अ रेक्टेंगल. Now in a rectangle, we all know that there are two sides. One is the longer side, which is known as the length of the rectangle, and one is the shorter side, which is known as the breadth of the rectangle. So to find the perimeter of rectangle, what is the formula? We have done in class 7 also. 2 multiplied by length plus breadth. And the formula for area is length multiplied by breadth. One very important thing that you need to remember while doing questions for mensuration, especially the word problems, is you have to write the units with the answer. जनरली जो पेरीमीटर है किसी भी शेप का हो, उसके साथ जो हम यूनिट्स यूज़ करते हैं दोज आर मीटर्स और सेंटीमीटर्स, डिपेंडिंग ऑन की लेंथ और ब्रेथ के क्या यूनिट्स हैं. Similarly, for area, the units that are used are meter square or centimeter square. So when we solve the questions or the word problems for the exercises, we will write the units also when we find out the answer. Coming on to the next shape, which is a square. Now we know that in a square, all the four sides are equal. So let us suppose for this particular square, the side is given as S. Now since there are four sides for a square, so perimeter of a square will be 4 multiplied by S, or it can also be written as 4S in this case. Similarly, to find the area, we multiplied the side multiplied by side, or the formula becomes S square. Coming on to the next shape now, which is a triangle. Now in a triangle there are three sides. Whichever kind of triangle it is, there are always three sides of a triangle. So to find the perimeter, you have to find the sum of the three sides. It can be a scalene triangle, it can be an isosceles triangle, it can be an equilateral triangle. All the triangles have three sides. So the sum of all the three sides will give you the perimeter of the triangle. Now coming on to the area, we have a base of the triangle which is represented by symbol B, and the perpendicular distance from vertex to this base is represented by h, which is known as the height. So the formula for area of a triangle is 1 upon 2 multiplied by base multiplied by height. Also, you need to remember that the area of triangle is half of the area of a parallelogram, which brings us to the next shape, which is a parallelogram. So again, in a parallelogram there are four sides, and we know that the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal also, and they are parallel also. So again, to find the perimeter of this, we need to find the sum of all the four sides. जब आप इसको solve करने लगेंगे, you will come to know that two sides or two opposite sides are equal to each other. So the perimeter of this will be something similar to finding the perimeter of a rectangle. Coming on to the area now, in a parallelogram, let us consider the base, which is B, and let us consider the height by the symbol h. So the formula for parallelograms area is base multiplied by height, which is double of the area of a triangle. Why it is double? Because जब हम इसमें डायगनल ड्रॉ करते हैं, सो पूरा पैरेललोग्राम हम टू पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर देते हैं और टू ट्राइंगल्स हमारे बन जाते हैं. इसलिए एरिया का ट्राइंगल जो है वो पैरेललोग्राम के एरिया का हाफ होता है. So the next shape for today is circle. Now here you can see a circle with center O, and this point, the center point is joined to a point on the boundary of the circle. So ये जो line आपको नजर आ रही है, this is called the radius of the circle, which is represented by a symbol R. Circumference of the circle is the same as perimeter of a rectangle or a square. That means when we talk about the boundary of a circle, we talk about its circumference. To find the circumference of circle, the formula is 2 pi r, where the value of pi is taken as 22 upon 7, or it is taken as 3.14. जनरली वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स में आपको पाई की वैल्यू गिवन होती है. अगर गिवन नहीं है तो व्हेन वी सॉल्व द वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स, दैट टाइम आई विल टेल यू व्हिच वैल्यू ऑफ पाई इज टू बी टेकन डिपेंडिंग ऑन द क्वेश्चन. फॉर एरिया ऑफ द सर्कल, द फॉर्मूला इज पाई आर स्क्वायर. The next shape is a trapezium. Now in a trapezium there are two parallel sides. Let us take the shortest side as A, and let us take the opposite side as B. The distance between these two sides, let us represent this by h. Now in a trapezium also, since there are four sides, so the perimeter will be equal to sum of all the four sides of the trapezium. Coming on to the area now, there is a particular formula that we are going to use, and the formula is 1 upon 2 multiplied by the sum of the opposite sides, that is A plus B, multiplied by the distance between them, which in this case is h. Let us move on to the next shape now, which is a rhombus. Now in a rhombus, we know that there are two diagonals. Let us see here. Let us represent the first diagonal by D1. and let us represent this diagonal as D2. The area of a rhombus is given by 1 upon 2 multiplied by the length of diagonal 1 multiplied by the length of diagonal 2. All this formula are very important for you to remember because यही सारे formula जो है हम use करने वाले हैं word problems को solve करने के लिए. Then we come across a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral का मतलब है कोई भी four-sided closed figure. It can be a square, it can be a rectangle, it can be a parallelogram, it can be a rhombus. The general term used for all of them together is a quadrilateral. Now in a quadrilateral, as you can see, we have joined the opposite vertices. So it divides the whole quadrilateral into two triangles. So when we find the area of the first triangle and we find the area of the second triangle, we have already done how to find the area of a triangle. Then by adding these two areas, we get the area of a quadrilateral. This method of finding the area is known as the triangulation method. Triangulation method का मतलब है किसी भी quadrilateral को जब हम triangle में divide कर देते हैं, two parts या two triangles हमारे पास आ जाते हैं, so then that method is known as the triangulation method. Now here I have made a consolidated table to tell you about the perimeter and area of different shapes. I would suggest that you take a printout of this and paste it on your study table, or you paste it in the beginning of the chapter where you are going to start with the revision for mensuration. So this is, I am sure this is going to be helpful to you because इसमें सारे formula आपको consolidated या combined उसमें मिल जाएंगे, form में मिल जाएंगे. You don't have to refer to the book again and again, or you don't have to recall कि अच्छा इसका formula क्या था, perimeter कैसे निकालना है, area कैसे निकालना है. Although you need to memorize this formula because आगे जाके आपको इन्हीं formula की help से आप word problem solve करोगे, and specially examination में आपको ये formula याद होने चाहिए, तभी आप problem को solve कर पाओगे. So I would suggest you please take the printout of this table and paste it on your study table. Now, when we come across the word problems for mensuration in chapter 11, you will also get questions for composite figures. Composite figures का मतलब है वो figures जो 2 और 3 different figures को combine करके बनाई जाती हैं. जैसे कि इस figure में आप देख सकते हैं जो blue portion है that is representing a rectangle. On each side of this rectangle we can see a semicircle. This green part, this is also representing a semicircle and the other part is also representing a semicircle. तो इन तीनों figures को combine करके two semicircles are there and one rectangle is there. ये जो हमारी shape बनी है, this is a composite figure. So हमारे पास word problem solve करते हुए ऐसे भी questions आएंगे कि इसका area कैसे निकालना है, अगर हमें length given है rectangle की या diameter given है circle का, तो हम इसका एरिया कैसे निकाल सकते हैं, वो सारा मैं अपने नेक्स्ट वीडियो में कवर करूंगी. Then similarly, another example of composite figure which is a very important question from examination point of view is house या plot या area of garden related questions. तो इसमें as you can see you are given a plot, you are given a house which is constructed inside the plot और उसके आसपास से garden है, you are supposed to find the area of the garden. ऐसे questions बहुत important हैं. बुक में हमें एक आधा एग्जाम्पल दी होती है या एक आधा क्वेश्चन दिया होता है, बट मेरी प्रैक्टिस वर्कशीट में आपको मैं ऐसे सिमिलर क्वेश्चंस दूंगी जिससे आप अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस करके आपको पता चल जाएगा कि इन क्वेश्चंस को कैसे सॉल्व करना है. These are very simple questions. You don't need to worry. I'm there to help you out with the mathematical problems. Please subscribe to my channel and please keep watching my videos. In the next video, we are going to solve exercise 11.1. Till then, wish you a very good luck. Keep revising and please remember, मैथ्स जब तक आप सॉल्व नहीं करोगे तब तक आप उसको सुन के या देख के सिर्फ इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं कर पाते. इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग माई वीडियो.